So basically, our main product is called the Phala Cloud. As simple as a cloud, but that is TE native and AI native. And for those who don't really know about TE, you can just imagine uh, when you are talking with OpenAI, you give all your inputs to Sam Altman. So he can actually say what you are talking with the AI and what is the AI response. So how can we make sure like we not give up our privacy when using someone else's service? So this is a very typical use case of TE to make something private preserving. So the way that work is pretty simple. TE is just like a vault in your CPU, or now it also comes with the GPU. You can put your program or like your AI model in this vault so that the user can still talk with the AI model or use your program, use your service, but nobody else, including the cloud provider. Like if I have the physical access to this box, no, you cannot see anything inside because everything is encrypted. And this even includes the administrator of the program. In theory, we can build a fully autonomous AI agent or fully autonomous AI model where code is law. So basically, you can check there's no backdoor in the code to save the user privacy. So this can be confirmed that even not the model provider can see the user input or any of your privacy data. So yeah, this is like a quick TE 101. Put everything in the black box in a vault so that nobody can touch the program running inside and nobody can see the data running inside. And then I'm going to quickly show off like what we have done in the last week. So a big news we just made exactly 7 days ago was that we just launched the TE GPU support. We actually has been working on TE GPU for quite a long time since since the end of last year, but bringing GPU TE to the cloud is like a very big task. So we have to deal with like a supply side of things and make sure everything is smooth so that you can just click and deploy. And now we have launched actually 3 products. So one is what we call the confidential AI model. So most of the use cases of GPT is actually deploy AI model so that you can get a privacy preserving model. So and this is the easiest way to do that. Now we already have 3, actually more than 3. Yeah, there are 4 models, and there's also another one. It's called Ollama. It's not exactly a model, but just a platform where you can put any Ollama compatible model inside. So in theory, you can deploy any kind of the model, from smaller one to larger one, with just a few clicks. So all you need to do is to select which model you're going to use, and choose the GPU that's required, and then click deploy. So I'm not going to deploy again, but you can try that out by using our cloud. Then here I have a deployed version already up and running. So if I click this one, then you're going to see, okay, there's a H200 NVIDIA GPU attached. And we even have an open web UI already loaded. So this is how like you can interact with your model without having say some using some command line tool or write your own code. So here I can just type hello, but not sure if it can run or not. It's just a demo. Maybe it will take a little bit time, but let's go back later on. So with Open Web UI, you can actually talk with the model we just deployed. And on the other side, we also have a very neat feature. It's called Chat and Verify. So big problem of using TE is that now you're already using some very secure environment to secure your application. And how can you tell your user this is actually secure? It's not something running on AWS, and trust me, bro. So the way to do that is we have a new feature just launched together with the confidential AI. That's called the verification center. So if here I choose some model, And on the right side, you can see two things. One is the CPU attestation. So it shows the evidence to prove that this is actually something running in the TEE. And also the GPU attestation. This is the part that can be verified together with the CPU attestation, because when using the GPU TEE, you actually has to use both the CPU and the GPU together. This is how you secure your entire stack. And it's also available for Red Pill, which is like a platform pretty similar to OpenAI or Open Router, where you can just use the model in a pay-as-you-go way. So you just pay for the token and API invocation. So let's have a try. Just ask them, hey, what's your name? And you can see this one is DeepSeek, and it's already producing some outputs. And here it shows a verified, means that it doesn't only verify the environment, but also verify your exact input and output. So imagine if you want to consume some of the output from a specific large language model, and you want to use the results, say, on near blockchain. How can you verify this is exactly the output from this specific model, and there's nobody manipulate the output or the model execution? So the way to do that is for every message you talk with the LLM, it's going to produce a signature. So you can verify this signature easily on blockchain, because here you can easily verify the signature as well as the message. This is just the hash of the input and the hash of the output. So in this way, like you can imagine how people can build the AI model that can manage your fund, like create a private key, you give the fund to the AI model, and how can you make sure there's nobody manipulate the AI model output to abuse your fund? So this is the way to secure this whole process. Yeah, and this is the private AI, confidential AI model. And I also showed you the confidential AI API. So this is actually what I showed at the Red Pill page. And on the other side, if you want more like a low-level support to deploy arbitrary program, even not AI related, we also have the GPU TE support. So you choose which GPU you want, how many GPU you want, how long you want, and then submit an order. Then later on, we're going to schedule like a meeting to help you set up everything. And eventually, you're going to get the access to something very similar to this user interface. So where you can just put your Docker Compose file. You can run like an AI model, AI training, data cleaning, or even say ZK proving in the GPU TE.